These are the 5 things that are holding you back from making money in high ticket sales, right? After being in the space for the past 1.5 years now, the biggest thing I've learned is that your failure is not failure, it's feedback, right? It's the universe telling you back that, hey, you need to change this. And I wish I learned this because I had to learn this from the hard way after being in the space for the past 1.5 years now and working for almost 10 different offers. And now I am making cash. But again, I wish I did not make these mistakes, and these are more than likely the mistakes you're making. 1, do not waste time on an offer. If you waste time on an offer, what's gonna happen is you do it for a month, right? You make money for a month, right? I'm making money, right? 2 months pass by, I haven't made money, but I'm still gonna stick with it. Another month passed by, I should probably get on a new offer. You know what you probably could have done in those 3 months? Get on another offer. While sure, keeping that offer, but do not focus on that. I would stay on offers for 3-4 months not making money like an idiot, as opposed to just, instead of letting an opportunity come to me, instead of letting the money come to me, I should have gone and been like, let's get another opportunity, right? So if you waste time on an offer, again, guys, this space is rude. Don't be afraid of, I'm gonna be rude, I wanna be loyal, right? Loyalty is great. Sure, you can use that later on. But you need to understand you're here to make money. If you are not making money, that is not your fault. Again, if others are making money, this is a different story. But if the whole team is not making money, it's time to switch, right? After 3 weeks is the good time, but after 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, right? You need to start looking for another offer. You've given them a chance, now start looking. I've wasted so much time. This is the biggest regret I've ever made, right? That's why it's number 1. Do not waste time. If you are not making money in 2-3 weeks, right? Not just you, the whole team, no one is making money. You need to look for other opportunities. Stop letting it be that, it's gonna work eventually. No, it's not. Realistically, it's not, okay? Because if it did, it would have worked already. Now, 2, don't work on the new opportunity or an offer where it's high potential, right? Why do I say this? If you work on an opportunity where it's like, oh my God, they have so much potential. Have they made money before though? Well, no, it's new, right? So we're gonna see. I've worked for 4 different offers where they were quote unquote new. And either you would make money at the beginning, but then they want to do advertisement, or their advertisement would be ass because they did not know their type of niche or market. Or 2, and again, these newer offers for big names, right? It was Q Banks was one of them, for example, right? One of the biggest traders in the world. I worked on his team, right? Inner team. And that offer went to shit due to the fact that literally everything stopped, right? Because they were still figuring out the market, and I lost so much money on that, right? So do not work on new opportunities, on new offers, right? Or potential offers, right? Work on offers that, again, you can work on these offers for experience, right? You can keep these opportunities on the side, sure, because they might work. You never know. You might start making money, but you need to understand that that shouldn't be your main thing, right? Now, that being said, what you could do is work for offers that are guaranteed. Guaranteed is basic. Sure, it's not like no matter what you're going to make money, but it's basically the team is already making money. The setter's already making money. Always question them on your interviews. Hey, how much are you guys making? Are you guys actually making money? How much is each setter making? Figure this out. I've wasted so much time on this. That's why 1 and 2 are quite connected, right? 1 is don't waste time. 2 is don't work new opportunities or potential opportunities. These are huge time wasters. You're going to be in the same spot for so long, right? 3, don't depend on people, right? When I say people, I mean people who can get you into high spaces. Sure, I have a big network, right? From mentorships, networks, personal people who know other people, and communities, right? If you depend on those people, as opposed to going and reaching out and knowing how to do outreach, I'll make a video on how to do that another time. But if you depend on these people, and by the way, you can subscribe, right? Turn on the notifications to get that video for the outreach. But if you depend on these people, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be like, they're gonna get me an opportunity. I'm just gonna wait. They're gonna get me one, right? I know them, it's basically guaranteed. If you wait, a month is gonna pass by, right? And you're like, hey, I got you that new opportunity. Oh shit, man, it took you a while. It's been a month, right? Oh, well, it took a while, right? Again, that's not their fault, right? It's the business space. Don't be an idiot. So learn how to outreach, learn how to connect. Always be reaching out to new opportunities, right? If you get into a mentorship, there's gonna be tons of opportunities. Go to opportunities instantly, right? Outreach to people. Bro, I've literally gotten so many big offers and huge networks just from reaching out to people on Instagram and knowing how to do it and knowing who to reach out to and knowing what to say, right? So that's the biggest thing, right? And for outreach, by the way, I would say use Instagram. But the biggest thing is if you depend on these people who are sales managers, business owners, they'll get me on an opportunity one day. Do not depend, because I've depended before and I got left in the same spot for months, right? So if you depend on these people, you are going to be in a shitty spot. Trust me. You need to learn how to go and get opportunities yourself. Do not let the opportunity come to you. Go get it yourself. Because it's never going to come to you. It doesn't work like that. And if it does, it's like 1%. And it's probably not even that good. Or maybe it is, right? But that's 0.1%. 4, don't depend on only one, right? Don't depend on only one offer. If you depend on only one offer, what's going to happen is you depending on only one offer, it actually connects to all of these, right? The time wasters, the don't depend on the people, right? Don't depend on only one, right? And don't work for new opportunities. You need to have multiple opportunities at the same time. Again, if one opportunity is already guaranteed to make money and they're already making money and they need you to be full-time on that, right? But you need to learn how to stack offers. Stack them. It's like a pillar. Because let's say one of your offers get cooked, right? If that's your sole source of income, you aren't going to be in the same spot. So you need to learn how to literally just work for multiple different offers. And it's possible. It's just, again, it's going to take a lot more time. Keep in mind, you got to be very skilled, right? If you're doing DM setting, right? DM messages, DM coding, whatever it is, it's going to be much easier. Sure, you can do multiple at the same time. And you can actually make a lot of cash. But again, I don't like DMs personally. DMs is just, it's shitty, right? It doesn't get you anywhere. But in terms of phone setting, you can also do multiple. It's just you're going to learn how to time manage better. But again, you're building character, right? You're building time management. But those are the biggest things, right? So again, before we get to the last one, we're going to go through the 4. Don't waste time. Like we said, right? Do not waste time on an offer. If they're not making money after some time, leave it. Or don't leave it. Find another opportunity. And then if they want that to take a lot of time, just leave this one, right? 2, do not work new opportunity, right? Do not work for an opportunity that is new or has not made money before or still figuring things out. But there's, it's so much potential. It's a great product, but they're still figuring things out. So don't be in that mix, right? Because you're going to get stuck in the same spot. 3, don't depend on people, right? Do not depend on sales managers. Do not depend on people who are going to get to you in higher places. They take forever, right? If they are people who can get you into higher places, you're not the only one, buddy. Trust me, there are tons of people they're going to reach out to. So it's going to take forever, right? Don't depend on that. Learn how to outreach and grab yourself. And 4, do not depend on only one offer. If you depend on only one offer, if that offer gets cooked, which is usually more than likely, it happens a lot, you are going to be in a bad spot. So you need to understand these, right? You need to learn how to stack offers. Only if your current offer is not making as much and there's sometimes time gaps, you can work for a second one. But now, 5, last one. You can solve all of these issues just by getting help. My biggest regret in all of this space, I got a mentorship in March 2025, or no, April or March 2025, right? I started in January 2024. I wish I got a mentor in January 2024 or even before that. And not like some simple community. I mean, genuinely someone who opportunities looks after you, right? And even if you aren't a mentor, please take advantage of that. Because you need to understand, if you try this yourself, it is so difficult. You need to get trained. Skills are so important, okay? Opportunities, you can have the best of the best opportunities. You can be given the best vehicles, the best cars, right? Lambos, whatever, Bugattis. But if you don't know how to drive that, you're going to crash it, right? If you don't know how to, sell, those aren't going to matter. So skill set is so important, right? You need to understand this. It's extremely important, right? So you need to have the skills. You need to also have those opportunities that are consistently given to you. So get into a mentorship with opportunities, community, people you can talk to who are already in the space. And at the same time, by, getting help skill sets, actual personalized help though, right? I'm not one-on-one, but even group coaching, right? So you please, for the love of God, understand this. Do not go and get some video course or whatever. Get some actual help. So get help. It's put you so much further. I know people who are making more money than me, literally me, who have been in the game for only 6 to 8 months. That's crazy. I'm almost double them now, right? Or not double, but basically a lot, right? That's crazy. And that's because they started their journey with a mentorship and now they're on some offer closing, whatever, right? So you need to understand this. You need to get help before getting into the space. Do not waste time, please. I made these mistakes. These are probably the things that are holding you back. Do not make these mistakes. That's 5 words. Do not make these mistakes. Again, do not make these mistakes. Whatever, it wasn't proper. But that's what I'm trying to say, right? So again, I just want to rephrase everything. Your failure is not failure. It's not the end. It's feedback that's being given to you, right? So you need to understand this. If you are being given feedback, understand. Another way I like thinking of it is, if you haven't gotten the results and you keep failing, it's not that you fail, right? Do not let that dictate anything. Your story's still being written. It's still being written, bro. Just think of, if you're in the game for a year, and I've been, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm still like in a bad, the same spot. I'm still not making enough, right? I've been in this game for so long. Instead of being reactive, be proactive and understand that, okay, you know what? Act like the past year and a half hasn't happened, and let's act like we're completely new. Literally, if you act like you're completely new, changes everything. Then you're like, you know what? The game reset. It's like restarting the game reset. Go, right? Plus, you have advantages now. So, mistakes are good and bad. Mistakes are bad because, well, mistakes, again, mistakes are only good, actually. Sure, they're bad because they hold you back sometimes. But again, it makes you grow more, though, right? Because if you make mistakes, let's say you worked for an offer 3-4 months. You were on that offer. Sure, you didn't make money, you wasted time, but now when you go on an interview, if you act like you're completely new, you also have an advantage now where you can say, oh, you want someone loyal. I'm actually loyal. I was loyal on that offer for 3-4 months before they ended it, or before they did whatever. You see what I'm trying to say? You can use these mistakes as well. No matter what, when you make a mistake, you're given something in return. No matter what, you're given something in return. So understand this. Mistakes don't determine anything. Mistakes are just feedback. Mistakes are just you. It's just telling you, hey, like, you got to work on this, change this, whatever. It's right. It's feedback. So you could be the shittiest salesman in the world, but if you have 2 years of experience, you probably have so much knowledge out there, right? So that's what I'm going to say. Again, don't work on new opportunities. Don't depend on people. Don't work for only one offer, right? Usually, and get the help. So that's the video, brothers. And yeah. Because these are more likely the things that are holding you back, and I've seen so many people. So if you want to see more videos like this in depth, I definitely will be posting like more in-depth simple math on how many dials you need to do to make specific amounts, like 5,000, right? Outreaches to do to get opportunities. How do you build your network? I'm going to be posting all these, so you can subscribe down there. And yeah,